I have reached, I guess 680, the freeway, the road path, bike path, I guess, jogging path that runs along the freeway. So it's quite loud, probably evident on the tape here, film. We don't use tape or film. I don't know, file, video. This is just called video. But I got my earbuds on, so it's all filtered out. So this place is kind of fun to jog along. Right now I can't jog. I got 30 pounds on my back, and I'm wearing a very thick jacket, which I can't do anything about. I don't know, I get tight around my waist, I suppose, if I really wanted to, but not much would help. My feet have to bear the brunt of all the weight that I'm carrying anyway. And I got 4 hours, apparently. Which, that's one thing I like, is coming here and having some time to explore. But I wasn't planning on having 4 hours today because, again, with all the weight and I can't stow my bags anywhere, that makes it difficult. But I'll enjoy it. I will walk around, I guess, get to the water park, the sports park, maybe Safeway. I'm sure the bagel place will be closed by get their nose bagels, but I'll have some fun. I just wish my yoke weren't so heavy. It's been so many years now that I'm not even sure I know for sure that is the old Crosswinds Church building. I'm pretty sure it is, because I can't think of anywhere else it would be. But unless it was down there at patio. But I think it's here. It's either one of the other ones. There's one down there. But that was where I first went to Crosswinds years ago, and a friend of mine, Kim, had told me about it. We were there together, I think, the first week, but I kept going. She did not join their theater. I've said this before, but there's me. It was a fun experience, a good time. I had I think I went there for 10 years or something like that. Yeah, more than that. It was a long time, and it was fun. It just changed so much over the years that I don't know, I think I stopped enjoying it as much over time when they move locations, like once, twice, 3 times, something like that. I haven't even been to the last location. I enjoyed the time in the early years. I don't think I would go there now. I don't even care. This is one of the times where I would love to have my zoom lens, because we got 2 birds down there. I guess a crane there, an egret or a crane. I don't usually see them that color. Kiwi or something? I don't know what that is, but it's pretty awesome that it's there, hiding down there. But if I had a great zoom, that would be awesome. But I don't, so let's just see what we can see here. Okay, they do have one of those fancy ducks. That one, yeah, I think that's the same kind. That's cool. The ducks seem to enjoy this area. It's got a lot of nature and protection from predators. And yeah, there's 2 of those ducks down there now, I see. That's great. But I think with this thing being so overgrown so much with these trees, that has probably helped the wildlife do a little better. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, there's also, you can find catfish down there too, and I've seen sea otters. Oh, there's the other type of that duck. So I guess they must be like mallards, where the female and the male is so different. But that's wild. I wish I had a zoom, but I'm already carrying so much weight. How do I wish for more weight on my back? I don't know. This is a really cool park that Pleasant has. Just these little trails and things you can see. That's wild. I like it a lot. Now we have some of the bigger birds. We have an egret up there. Egrets, I've seen a few. And we have the geese coming along down there. So these are the bigger bird and, I don't know, crane down there, I think. Or another egret, baby egret. I can't tell, but the geese are coming along. So a lot of wildlife. Looks like it's open now. Costco, Pleasanton. Because, Costco is just too far to drive. And always packed. But this one seems like, oh man, it's just always packed. I mean, at this time of year, of course. And it's also Saturday afternoon. So, of course, it says now open. And yeah, I mean, cool, but I mean, if the parking lot's this bad, inside, I can just think would be a madhouse, and the lines, and just, is it worth it? I mean, it is, if it is, you know, if people think it is, then fine. But for me, I don't know, I kind of got tired of the having to pay them to pay them. You got to pay for membership for the right to come in and pay the money to shop there. Lexus, we've got gray and next to each other. And then down there, there's another one. And then down there, there's another one. And then, yeah, okay, good, sidetrack. But, yeah, I mean, it's cool, and I don't think it affects things that much out here. I mean, it brings traffic out here, so other businesses might benefit from it, but I don't know, it just seems like a lot of wasteful spending on stuff you buy in bulk that you don't need in bulk. There are times where it was so convenient to get some stuff there, and some cheap deals, but at the end of the day, just the thought of no parking or having to wait in lines and inside being insane, I don't know, that didn't appeal to me as much anymore. And then to top it off, yeah, you gotta pay for that privilege. Like, no, if it had been free, then maybe, but paying for it, no. And I don't think they're gonna drop the free fees anytime soon because, well, again, it's packed, and all these people are paying like $60 a month, a year. I guess a year, not a month, but still too much. One of my first stops of today is, I guess it's the underpass of 680, and this is Stone Ridge, and right above me is the Stone Ridge on-ramp going north. So it's just a nice place. So down here is the jogging trail where people jog, mostly bike, because it's a long ways between roads, entrances and exits. So I don't see a lot of people usually walking this or jogging it. I was probably one of the only people that jogged it in my time here, but you do get a lot of bikes here, and I biked it too, especially with the electric bike where it was nice and easy because it was electric and you get exercise. So I decided to stop here for a few minutes. This little ledge sometimes is occupied by homeless people, but it's not the best place because you're so far away from any food or water, you know. Even if you're in that situation, you kind of need some things, some creature comforts, I guess. But I just figured I'd stop here. I've stopped here before to have some snacks on my jogs, especially in the heat. Today, it is hard carrying around so much weight. I was thinking, oh, it'd be cool to have the drone, but not really, because I don't want to have the weight of my drone on my shoulders as well as all my other weight. So if I had several more days here, then I would have left the backpack at the hotel, and I would have been jogging this actually, which I often do. So I'm going to get on the trail again, and I've had a nice rest. I have to give my feet a break and my blisters a break. I should probably get some Band-Aids on those. And then I'm going to get to the Pleasanton Water Park, oddly named because there's never any water there. Probably never will be again. Well, I can't say that. And then I'll get to the sports park, and then we'll see how much time before I have to actually get all the way back up here. So yeah, it'll be a fun day. I got like 3 hours to kill. And I hate to say kill, but 3 hours to spend in lovely Pleasanton on a beautiful day in December, which you don't often hear because it's like cold and rainy sometimes. I've returned to the water park that has quite a lot here. We've got some really nice playgrounds for the kids, and we've got a climbing wall, a tiny climbing wall, another playground, what used to probably be some water fountains, which are probably pretty cool. A little water spout there. These things are probably water spouts. Water spout there, and water spout, I guess, up there. Yeah. It's just too bad there's no more water. I mean, I think it's the drought issue, but I have found a bench that I could sit for a couple minutes, which I guess I've already been sitting. Is that a white Tesla? It's a white Tesla. And relax and then enjoy a nice day here. Yeah, I would love to. This was just sort of a part I discovered very late in my years of jogging here. Never came here, I just never knew it existed. And I was right next to it. That's the sad part. I was right next to it. who knows, maybe if I had, I would have discovered it when it was a working water park. That would have been really cool, especially to literally cool off. But I imagine during the drought years, they just had to turn off the water. And then, you know, the COVID years, they definitely would have turned off the water. But after that, I don't know, I thought we had some good years. I thought even this year was a kind of a high rain year. I don't know, I don't follow the weather now that I'm not living here. But I would hope that if they got enough water, they could restore this to being an enjoyable place for the kids and adults. That would be nice. And the occasional visitor that comes by here just to kind of see what life was like 2 long years ago. Hasn't been that long, really. Not like Livermore. Well, Pleasanton, just been 2 years. All right, let's get to the third destination, the Pleasanton Sports Park. And then I gotta start heading north to catch my carpool. Yeah, the sports park. I mean, I was there a lot, so yeah, it won't be like, oh, I haven't seen this place in so long. Yeah, weeks. Well, months, I guess now. 2 months. Hello, Heron. How close are we going to let me get before you fly away? Fine. You're welcome to stay there. And he did. Oh, wow. It's pretty wild. Most of the time they wouldn't let you get that close, but he has no fear. Ahead of me is, well, more of a trail, but on the right is 680. So the cars coming toward me are heading north, and on the other side the cars, you can see kind of some, they're heading south. And that was what I had to face when commuting to, I guess, what's the city called? Mountain View every day. So, even other cities when I worked. There was a few times I worked out in Silicon Valley over the years. But now they're going at a nice rate, and it seems like not so bad, but it was the early morning commute, Monday through Friday, that sort of soured things. Like, it's just not sustainable to sit through that much traffic every day of the week, or 5 days a week, every week of the year. So that was one thing I see right now, thinking, you know, if you lived in Pleasanton and you worked in Silicon Valley, you'd be facing that once again. You work so hard to not do ever again in your life. And the idea that you think you might want to return to that, are you sure? Really? That just seems insane. It's almost like, you know, I see job opportunities in Silicon Valley. It's like, the idea is like, well, if you're gonna work down there, why not live down there? But it's expensive, and then you don't get the joys of Pleasanton every day. But on the other hand, most of your days are going to be down there or in traffic. So how much of Pleasanton are you really going to enjoy?